Hi, Foxes. Today I'm going to be sharing a book with you called Creature Features. And just as we always do, I'm going to do a picture walk or a preview, as we say in the upper grades, of the book before we read it. And as I flip through the pages, I'm noticing that we have drawings that are very realistic and facts about different creatures or animals. So I'm predicting that this genre or kind of text is it's an informational text. This is not a story, so it's not going to have characters and a setting and a plot and a resolution. It's going to have facts and information. And when we read informational text, we know that informational text is organized by broad topic from broad to narrow. And so topic, main idea, and details. So our topic is creature features, or different features that unusual creatures have. And then on each page, we're going to have a different main idea with details about that animal. So I'm going to read Creature Features by Steve Jenkins and Robin Page. And while I'm reading, I would like for you to see if one or two of these animals sort of piques your curiosity, and maybe you would like to learn more about one of these animals. The first animal is the tapir, and it says, "Dear tapir, why is your nose crooked?" The tapir has a funny nose. At least it looks funny to us. To the tapir, however, its nose is not a joke. Being able to twist its snout from side to side helps this plant eater get to food in hard to reach places. Many creatures have a nose, mouth, eyes, feathers, or some other part that looks odd, silly, or even frightening. But these unusual features are there for a reason. In some way, they help these animals survive. In Creature Features, we go right to the source and ask 25 different animals to explain their strange appearance. So, what does the tapir have to say for itself? My nose isn't always twisted. I bend it when I want to reach some tender leaves or fruit. Dear Egyptian vulture, why no feathers on your face? Are you sure you want to know? Really? Okay, I'll tell you. I stick my face into the bodies of dead animals I eat, and feathers would get pretty messy. Ew. Here's our next animal, the mandrill. Dear mandrill, why is your nose so colorful? My bright red and blue nose tells other mandrills that I'm a full-grown male monkey, so they'd better not mess with me. My rear end is pretty colorful too, but I'd rather not talk about that. Dear frilled lizard, what are you wearing around your neck? That's my frill, extra skin that I need. and unfurl when I feel threatened. Pretty scary, isn't it? Dear red fan parrot, where did you get that funny hat? I'm not wearing a hat. Those are my feathers. When I'm frightened, I fan them out to make me look larger and more intimidating. Intimidating means kind of the same thing as scary. Dear harpy eagle, and why are your feathers sticking out? It's not because I'm scared. I'm one of the largest, fiercest birds in the world. Those feathers help me hear by directing sound to my ears. Dear leaf-nosed bat, seriously, is that your nose? I know. It looks strange, but my nose directs the high-pitched sounds I make, which helps me find my way as I fly. Dear horned frog, your mouth is ginormous. Why so big? Well, I like to eat, but I don't have teeth, so I swallow my prey whole. I'll gulp down mice, lizards, spiders, insects, just about anything I can fit into my mouth. Dear hamster, why are your cheeks so fat? Did you know that there are wild hamsters? This is one of them. Hold on, that's not fat. It's my dinner. I store seeds and nuts in my cheeks. I'll take them back to my burrow and eat them later. That would be convenient, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to pack your lunchbox or buy lunch from the cafeteria. You could just carry your lunch in your cheeks. Dear pufferfish, but this guy. These are real animals. You've got me worried. Are you going to explode? No, I won't burst. I've inflated my body with water to make it look tougher for a big fish to swallow me. I don't think fish are going to try to swallow that. Would you? Dear bighorn sheep, don't those huge horns get in your way? They can be a pain, but I'm a male sheep, and to impress females, I have to fight with other guys. We bang our heads together, and my big horns help me win. Dear Babirusa, your tusks look dangerous. Do you fight with them? Babirusa. Sometimes I battle other males for territory or mates, and it can get pretty rough. Ear star-nosed mole. What is that weird thing growing on your face? Actually, that's my nose. I live underground and I use the tentacles on my snout to feel my way in the dark and find tasty worms and grubs to eat. Dear mole rat, have you ever thought about getting braces? Hmm, not really. I dig tunnels through the earth with my teeth. Fortunately, they are outside my lips, so I can burrow without getting dirt in my mouth. Perfect. Dear bearded seal, don't those whiskers tickle? Not that I've noticed. He's cute. I use them to feel along the sea floor for crabs, clams, and other good things to eat. Dear axolotl, I never heard of an axolotl before, have you? Why do you have feathers growing out of your head? Those aren't feathers. They're gills. They let me breathe underwater. And in case you're wondering, my name is pronounced Ak-sa-lotl. I wish the words weren't backwards so you could see. That's a chunky monkey word. Dear spice bush swallowtail caterpillar. It's a mouthful. Why are you staring at me? Ha, fooled ya. Those aren't my eyes. They're spots on my back. But hungry birds leave me alone because they mistake me for a snake. Dear giant panda, who gave you those black eyes? No one. We pandas all have them. The dark fur around my eyes makes me look bigger and fiercer to a predator. I hope. I think he looks cute. Dear red squirrel, does that fur on your ears help you hear better? No, it's there to keep my ears warm. It falls off in the summer and grows back in the winter. Dear giraffe, why is your tongue purple? I live in Africa where the sun is very bright. My tongue, which I use to pluck leaves and grass, is dark purple so that it won't get sunburned. And as you can see, I've got a lot of tongue to protect. I'll say. I didn't know that a giraffe's tongue was blue, did you? Dear blobfish, what on earth happened to you? Being on dry land instead of in the ocean is my problem. At home, deep in the sea, I look just like another fish. But I'm out of the water and gravity is smushing me. Here's what I usually look like. Here. I have questions about that blobfish. Why is he out of the water? Dear sun bear, why is your tongue so long? I love to eat ants and termites. With my long tongue, I can reach into their nests and slurp them up. Dear Shoebill Stork, get him. Why do you need such a burly beak? I eat fish, big fish. And they wriggle and squirm. My strong beak gives me a good grip on their slippery bodies. Dear thorny devil, why are you so spiny? Think about it. Would you want to bite down on me? Not many animals would. My spines also direct any rainwater that falls on my head right into my mouth. And finally, dear rock hyrax, a question for you. What sharp teeth you have. Are you dangerous? Not usually. I'm a vegetarian, but I'll defend myself with my tusks if I have to. So there you have it, 24 different creatures with unusual features. So did you pick one or two that you would like to learn more about? I know I did. I'm really interested in that pufferfish and in the blobfish. I have some questions. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to share a little bit of my screen with you. If you go on our school's website, you will see this is the way the page looks when you log on. And if you go over here to the side and click more, go down to where it says Reading Specialist. That's my little section of the website. And then you can click on my portal, and it'll take you right here. And the first thing that you'll see when you log on is Animal Research for Creature Features. And these are all the animals that were in the book. And if you click on, let's say you want to know about the pufferfish, then it'll take you right to a website that gives you information about the pufferfish. So I could learn about the pufferfish's habitat. This shows me that where pufferfish live is the yellow, which really the pufferfish live in the Pacific, the Atlantic, Indian, and all of the oceans that wrap around just north and just south of the equator. So the mid-Atlantic region, and it even touches where we are. So we could find pufferfish out in the deep sea in the Atlantic Ocean. And so what you can do is you can create an organizer like this one, where you put your topic, and if you were studying the pufferfish, that would go here. And then maybe habitat would go here. And then we can write down information that we remember. Maybe your second main idea might be their diet. And then maybe you want to have a main idea for their physical features. That means what their appearance is. Now, when we are reading informational text, we read like researchers. And researchers, when they read, we read first, and then we close our book and we remember. What did I read about the pufferfish? What did I learn? In kindergarten and first graders, you can get somebody to help you read, or you can read the pictures. And then talk about what you read. That's what recite means. So I learned that the puffer fish lives in the Pacific, the Atlantic, and the Indian Oceans. And they even live off the coast where we live, off the coast of Virginia. So that is me remembering and reciting. Recite just means to say, talk to yourself or talk to somebody else. And then I can write about what I've learned. Or I could draw about what I've learned. Okay, so now that we're back, you can even take your information that you've learned. We'll write pufferfish top of my paper, and then I could even branch it off into different sections. And one of my main ideas would be its habitat. And so then I could add my details, because remember, when we're researchers, we think about topic, main idea, and detail. So it goes from broad to narrow. So, but the next time we meet, we'll talk about what you've learned about one of the animals that you've chosen from the Creature Features book. And then we'll talk about a cool way to share what we've learned called Flipgrid. And you guys probably know more about that than I do. And so we will learn together how to use Flipgrid to share what we've learned from our research about creature features. So that is all for now. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, the more you read every day, the smarter you get in every way. And when you grow up, the better the pay. Have a great day, foxes.